I say.
And we are live.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
I make a 5-star.
Hello.
I did it. I make a 5-star.
So yeah, we last left off. There was some spooky situation going on. Y'all were beginning to wake up. I think the only one that's still asleep technically is Rebecca. Ironically, she's also the first in initiative.
Rise and shine, sweetheart.
She sleep talks.
So what does she do?
Roused from her sleep.
Make a perception check.
Will do as soon as I find the button for it.
Whoa. The music.
So is it advantage on attack rolls for pack tactics?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, it's an 18.
Okay.
Let's get down to brass tacks here.
Thought that was Lavender Town music.
If you were playing Pokemon Go, you would get to listen to it.
Lord, no man, that one makes you crazy. You know,
You're able to 18 on perception. All right. So you hear you're still pretty sleepy, but you hear like a as you wake up to see Amelia kicking Roland.
Wait, how are you kicking me?
Oh,
Do I have armor? I think I do have armor, so I'll let him.
So she had to kick you kind of hard.
Yeah.
You're stocky.
You're a hardy boy. You can make it.
Okay.
Wait, who were sleeping? Probably don't have armor on.
Well, that's the only sound I hear, right? That's no. Do I hear whatever that music is?
Nope.
That was so loud. I did not realize that was coming from my headphones. I thought that was outside.
Mario.
Mario!
Mario.
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 I need to buy that. Anyway.
Oh.
So, Rebecca, you begin to wake up from your sleep to see Amelia kicking Roland.
Okay. Oh dear, what? He's sleeping. What could he have done to you?
It's not about me. This is a selfless act. He's playing tricks, and while I completely respect it, I don't think it's the right place and time, and I think he has to answer for that.
But playing tricks?
Yeah. You know, ghost hands, the easiest stuff, the little spooks. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
What's it called? I'm not a magic user. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, okay, I could do that.
Magic hands.
So were you?
Oh, no, I can't do that. I can kind of do that.
You can do anything you put your mind to do that.
I can do ghost hands. But he's still sleeping. All right, I'll give him a... well, still, you shouldn't kick him. I grab him and shake him.
Yeah. As you do that, Luramir, as you're standing outside, you hear the halfling that's currently passed out, kind of like laying there next to the log and on top of your bong.
It's a restorative bong.
It's a warlock bong.
You begin to hear him like it sounds like he's almost having trouble breathing, or he's just like.
That's too much.
Can we kick him?
Amelia.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Oh,
You
wow.
smoked too much and I was choking.
Yeah, no.
Choking on the chronic.
So Roland is asleep and Rebecca is not. Where's the halfling person?
I'd say Roland is probably waking up after you kicked him.
Yeah.
Yes. Rude.
Is he the halfling person I saw the hand reach out for?
What's that?
Who's the person I saw the hand reach out for? Is that he the one over on the bong over here?
Yep.
She's gonna give up on that. She's gonna let Rebecca take care of that situation. She's gonna go check on the halfling on the bong.
Okay.
Hey, dude, do you need some water?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude, you need to drink some fucking water, dude.
Make a perception check.
It's me, Jeremy Renner. You want some water?
What?
Hey, man, do you need some water?
Oh my gosh, I cannot open up my thing. How do I make it open?
It's me, Jeremy Renner.
Control, I can't. There it is. Nope. The one for Val will open, but the one for Emily will not. Greg, how do I fix that?
Hey,
Greg, help.
man.
I cry for God and she ignores me. It's never been so silent.
What was that?
She says she cannot open her character sheet.
It won't
Oh.
open.
Is it, let me. It might not be assigned to you. Let me check.
You got fooled by a business.
I'm getting owned on Steam.
No, it is. It is assigned to you.
Well, then when I click it, it doesn't open. But if I click Val, that opens.
That's weird.
Yeah, well, just get me.
Definitely, Amelia is Val.
In Player's Journal, Big Chunk can be edited and controlled by Big Chunk.
Dude.
Wow.
That's you, right?
Cool, of course. Oh, here it is. I don't know how I get it. Will it work now? I made a mistake. I didn't make a mistake. I wish you could see what I'm seeing. If only there was a way to share our screens. Here we go.
Technology's not there yet.
My shit was stupid.
For some reason, the light's blue on this screen, but it's white on this one.
It's fucked up.
It's funny.
All right.
The difference between the cameras, I guess.
Yeah, I guess
This
so.
is what suspense is.
This one over here is also higher resolution.
True.
Perception at 3. Okay. So as you look down at the halfling man, you see that his eyes are like wide open, and he begins like reaching upwards, but he's still just like.
Kind of kicks him around with her foot a little bit, like.
Does Luramir see this?
Yeah.
Onto his stomach, because that's what you're supposed to do, so they don't choke on their own vomit. She like gently kicks him onto his like front.
Okay. As you do so, your foot like chills for a second, like the air around him or something feels cold.
Since I have bad perception, I'm just gonna pretend like I slept on it weird, and I'm getting pins and needles. And I
Okay.
think it's cool.
Yeah, it feels a little tingly.
It's fucking cool. Can't wait to tell Rebecca about this.
And Luramir, it's your turn.
So watching this happen, Luramir kind of just like doesn't want to get directly involved. So he's just kind of like sitting there observing the situation. He also he's thinking to himself if he has anything on his person that would give him any insight into what's like if he's having like a medical reaction or something, or he's like any kind of medicine that would tell him like any medicine knowledge.
You want to make a medicine roll? Is that what you're saying?
I'm getting to it. I'm trying to figure out the reason for it though.
Mm-hmm.
Did I roll 2? Oh fuck. Two.
Well, the roll at 21. I mean, by the sound that he's making, it kind of sounds like he might be like choking or something, or like it's like he's having trouble breathing or something. But from what you can see from him, from where you're standing, you don't see anything particular that's like restraining his throat or should be causing him to be choking or anything.
Okay. In that case, he walks over, kind of like slowly, no sense of real urgency. And he goes over to the halfling and kind of looks at him like clinically, as like a like he's some sort of like I don't know education mannequin for like medical school, and he kind of like he looks down at him and he tries to see if his like throat looks like it's being strangled by like an invisible hand or something.
Yeah, looking over him with his arm up and everything, and you kind of like look over his neck. You don't see any like indentation where there's something grabbing onto his neck.
Okay. I kind of like I grab his head in my hand and I kind of like I try to like move it so I can see like in his throat.
Yeah, as you go and grab his head, bending down next to him and grabbing him, the air around you becomes chillingly cold.
Luramir immediately backs off because he thinks that there's some fucking unholy magic about. So he pushes the old halfling away and steps back.
Luramir, I'm gonna be real. That was really gross how you did that without like your hands weren't washed and you don't know if he's speaking and you kind of just went in there.
Well, sometimes in the name of discovery, you make risks happen, and I decided to go out on a limb here. Maybe he was choking on a rock. I don't know. What?
I just want to let you know that what you did was gross, just because I know you don't know a lot of stuff about like stuff like that and how to act. I'm just telling you.
Okay, what? I appreciate that.
It's fucking nasty.
Yeah, I guess.
All right.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's it.
Yep, Roland. You feel a sudden chill come down your spine as you begin to like sit up and kind of get your bearings and look at Rebecca, who's I don't know, Rebecca, are you saying something to him or?
It's like, she kind of pats his back and it's like, hey, I think you were doing some spooky stuff in your sleep. Anyway, you were worrying Amelia. You might want to just maybe apologize to her. I don't know. I don't think it's not your fault, but she seemed a little sensitive about it.
What you said, all right. Roland just kind of gets acting and says like, wait, you say spooky stuff, and I want to use this.
Like a ghost hand thing.
It's not your turn yet.
It's not?
Nope.
I thought it was after
Nope, you're not.
Luramir. Okay.
But I will say that Rebecca, as you're sitting there talking there to Roland, you notice like a face behind him that you don't recognize.
Okay.
And then the air in the tent seems to go colder as Roland, you feel like it's like icy sting like suddenly shoot through your back and just like drain your strength.
Okay.
Let's see, you take 11 max HP damage.
Oh my god, you didn't hear this game.
Oh, make a Constitution saving throw.
I have 9 HP.
Make a... Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Phoenix, I'm sorry, man.
What are you starting like this?
That's fucking crazy.
What did you do to Janae that we don't know about?
Like what have you done to anger God?
Kind of dark histories between you two.
All right. So as you like feel the icy chill go throughout your back, like your whole like mind and everything goes white, and you just freeze up and fall over in front of Rebecca. And Rebecca, you see a translucent, glowing sitting
No, you
there.
So I took 11 damage, you said?
And yes, hand sticking out.
Fucking
As the ghost of Davy Pounds floats in front of you.
fucking
Or
holy
Davy Pound Town.
Dude,
Davy
that's what
Pound
Davy was. He
Town.
was fucking with you. Phoenix was fucking with you.
This whole fucking time.
You put an ice pack on your back and you died. Fucked up, dude. Damn, that's hella cold. He's dead.
Roll for Destiny.
Oh my god. Phoenix, I'm
Oh
so sorry.
no!
How does this happen so early in the game?
Oh man.
Why couldn't we help him? Why can we never help him? This nightmare.
He's not dead.
Yeah.
Not dead yet.
Okay.
All right, Rebecca.
Mhm.
It's your turn.
Do you have any healing spells?
I don't.
I'm the healer.
Oh no!
Why?
Jesus Christ.
Oh goodness. Okay. Oh dear. Did you do this? Addressing the, and I'll use Awakened Mind to
I'll tell you what, actually.
yeah.
Tell you what.
You only took 4 damage, so it would actually be Roland's turn.
Okay.
It's not a retcon so much as when I first rolled the damage, it was hidden. I was like, I'll just roll again, but then it ended up being way higher, so I was like, well. So yeah, 4 damage.
Yay, Phoenix doesn't lose another character.
Immediately.
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 We love you so much, Phoenix, and we love
I'm
having
so
you here
happy
for
that
these
you're
games.
alive again. I'm so happy that you're alive again.
I love playing.
Yeah, you briefly blacked out there for a second when it happened, but
You got drunk as shit, dude.
we came back to
Some guys can't handle the wizard bong.
The wizard bong makes other people high when you hit it. You hit the wizard bong, and then some dude in like Arkansas gets high.
Jesus.
Not even like immediate vicinity. It's just like
It's just a random dude, like some dude in fucking
Some dude
India.
just gets high.
Usually in China or India because they have a bigger population.
Yeah.
So it's like some
It's
dude.
like not even someone in the fantasy world. It's like somewhere in like real ass like.
That's the worst thing ever.
Ripping and charred,
Like, why does anybody use it? What do they
Ohio.
think is happening if they're not feeling it? They're just like,
Kid
well,
just gets
this is neat.
fucking high.
It was a trinket invented by a trickster god.
That's
And just
fair.
like
All right,
the numbers work out, it's just like the same kid like 30 times in a week.
His parents are like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
it's like laying on the
Just
ground.
dies.
He's like 5 years old. He's stoned as fucking
no.
gourd. All right, let's get back to the game.
God.
All right. So I guess what do I see with this thing that clearly attacked me before I decide to do anything?
It's hard to make out exactly the full figure of it, but you do see what appears to be kind of a hard to see translucent figure or silhouette, kind of like standing beside you.
Okay. Well, he clearly attacked me. So
Hair is so good.
And
before even thinking of doing anything, I'm just gonna use Sacred Flame on him.
Dex save.
Oh, that's not a whole lot.
Dex save.
Jesus.
Well, it like disperses for a moment, and disappears,
Okay.
and then
Spooky Davy.
Yeah.
just kind of like reappears next to you again.
That's her directions.
Sinister.
All right. And as my bonus action, I'm just gonna use Healing Word on myself.
Very good.
You're like, not this time.
All right. And I'm not gonna move because there will be an attack opportunity. So I guess that's it. I'm
Rebecca,
not saying anything.
Yeah. Am I close enough to, or am I far away enough to move to not be attacked by it?
you're kind of stuck in the tent.
Oh yeah. Okay.
God, those bones are enormous.
Yeah, what are those?
Fucking biggest bones I ever saw.
Yeah, speaking of, how does anyone use the wizard bong?
It's bigger than the tent, and there are 2 enormous bones next to it.
I climbed the bones to get to the top.
Are those bones for rolling? Like when you roll the bones?
I just thought
they're
about
for
doing
sitting
it.
on. They're bones for sitting.
That's so fucking funny.
You guys draw the battle map more often.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. The big bones.
Bone.
I've got a bone to pick with that wizard bong.
Anyways,
All right. Let me.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Do
I
a
think
cantrip,
I feel
dude.
like this will hit Roland though because we're so close.
what?
Sword burst. Yeah. No, I want to. Can I take? I want to take one of my. No, bolts don't really have like a blade, do they? Arrows do.
What?
Do I have like a blade, or would my bolts have a point? I want to cut a hole in the side of the tent and leave.
Sure you can do that.
What weaponry do you
I've got a.
Don't kobolds have clawed hands?
Um.
have? To some degree, yeah.
Yeah, but not like.
No,
I have a
it's
light
super sharp natural
crossbow,
weapons.
and I should have something else.
I mean, this is not a high quality tent. Let's be honest.
I mean, you probably should start with like a dagger or something. I'd imagine.
Yeah, I'm. Well, I just put in the crossbow.
I see. Well, let me double check your warlock.
Yeah.
Warlock first result is Amazon Prime for Warlock.
Yeah.
Let's see. Start with a light crossbow or any simple weapon.
Oh, no, well,
Leather armor, any simple weapon, and 2 daggers.
I got 2 daggers.
And another simple weapon. Whatever that might be.
Oh yeah, so you get the 2 daggers and then a simple weapon. So that's one of those. Yeah.
So one of those is for the crossbow then.
No, crossbow's an extra one that he gets.
What Janae said.
Oh,
Starts
okay.
with 4.
Okay. Well, for now, I'm going to use a dagger that I know I have.
Okay.
I want to cut a hole.
You have 2 daggers.
I want to
Like Altair from Assassin's Creed, you cut through the fucking tent like butter.
I want to cut through the tent and then shout over to our 3 companions over there. It wasn't Roland that doing the spooky stuff. There was some weird looking fellow in here.
What?
Luramir responds to that by saying, yes, it's as I suspected.
Okay. And so you cut and you yell out of the tent. Not your turn?
Like, yeah, I don't know what else I could do. Like, what, I'm going to shoot a ghost with a crossbow?
Ribbit.
Okay. Amelia.
Yes. Let me see. She's gonna go check out what her buddy is yelling about. Like, oh, what do you mean it wasn't Roland? I kicked him so much. It has to be him.
As you walk towards the tent, you can see the translucent figure, like, kind of shimmering in front of Roland, kind of making him look a little warbled.
Ooh, I don't like that.
Don't do that.
She's gonna kind of stop right there and kind of walk around to where she knows he would be. Like, it looks like he's on the side of the tent, and this is a pretty pathetic tent. So could you just like lift up him out, like his shirt on the other side, and like walk over here?
You're not trying to like pull him through underneath the tent?
I mean, he's pretty small. It's a shitty tent.
That seems like a really awkward thing to do, though.
Well, I mean, you know, just walk around, like lift up the bottom of the tent, reach in. It looks like he's right on like the tent, like right on the wall.
Okay,
You
I'll
know?
say you can try to attempt to do this, but you'll have to make an athletics check, and if it's too low, then he takes an opportunity attack.
The ghost?
We'll have to take that risk.
Well, no, I'm wondering, like, who's the ghost attacking if she's coming in from behind to yank him
Ghost
out?
attack.
I'm taking an opportunity attack.
For moving with in range.
Oh, so just in general, just not logically.
Uh-oh. Phoenix.
Right, if Roland put in a situation in which the opportunity to be attacked is open, then the ghost will attack him.
Oh, man.
And if you're unable to quickly pull him out from underneath
That was weird.
the tent, then that'll be an opportunity attack.
Welcome back, Phoenix.
I am back. Looks like he didn't miss much, just the explanation of
So you do have a chance to pull Roland out and maybe destroy the tent a little bit, but get him out of there.
Yeah, so it's not a tent with the bottom, right? It's just like a sheet over the ground, like held up by sticks. Like, that's what I was imagining.
I was imagining like a tent that was pinned down there.
Oh, I think I'm finding
Yeah.
the issue at hand. She could just take out the stakes and then lift it up. It's literally a cloth held up by stakes.
It would take a little bit of effort, I think, to finagle it out of the ground, maybe.
Thank you, Nico, for your input.
Hmm.
No,
Just hit it.
You should
Thank you, Evan.
cut it open and then
We should try to talk to it.
cut it open. Just cut it open with your
well,
sword.
she just kind of wants
I
to
mean,
get
look at that friendly face.
with the thing, and it's too scary for her to look at directly.
Davy Three Lions.
Maybe she takes out her sword and like
Oh, yeah.
slices
What is
through
that?
the tent, and then pulls him out.
Why does it do that?
You what?
She slices through the tent with her big sword and like yanks him out through that hole.
Okay. Yeah, make an attack roll.
So she
To get him out of.
Well, that's true.
I mean, I could ask. I don't know how to do that. What do I press for an attack roll?
Click the what is it? The big ass sword.
Click the whip.
Sword.
Is that its name?
Yeah, that's what it says.
All right, click the button or click big ass sword there.
That's good.
You gotta tell me twice.
All right. You cutting through the tent, it basically just kind of falls apart, and it's just kind of gone.
My tent.
It probably kind of like falls on top of Roland and Rebecca a little bit.
You get 20 souls.
Yeah.
Rebecca, are you okay in there? Doesn't look like the ghost is still here, so my plan worked.
The Ramiro kind of like was like walking slowly over, like his hands are out like this, like what? My tent.
The cloth just kind of like falls around the ghost.
Just like,
We can give you another tent. Like, tents are not hard to come by.
But
wait, the ghost is still there, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, my plan works.
All right, Laramir.
Nimmer's pretty upset about the tent still. So he's
Not about the ghost.
No, not really.
Yeah.
He walks up to the ghost though, and kind of like cautiously, but also like understanding a little bit about the undead, given like his reading. So he examines the ghost, but applies protection from good and evil on himself.
Okay. So you use one casting of that.
Yeah.
How many holy water do you have?
Do I have any holy water?
I assume so.
I haven't added that to my inventory.
Hey,
but
you used one that you had.
Here we go.
All right.
He definitely has a. Do you have a?
So sprinkling some holy water around you that you have on hand, you protect yourself from undead and other such creatures. And as you approach the ghost, you can't really tell if it's looking at you or not. You just kind of see a silhouette of a person kind of floating around. But as you get closer, the air still kind of chills.
I straight up just ask, who are you and what are you doing in this place?
Do you do anything else?
No.
Okay.
I'm just kind of like observing its reaction.
The ghost kind of like shimmers and moves in a weird kind of jolted way. And then it seems to vanish.
See, guys, all you have to do is ask it. That's it.
I mean, it didn't answer your question though.
But it got the idea. It was like wondering why we were
Next time-
wondering why I was there. And it left. See?
Alright.
Well, all you gotta do is ask it.
Yeah, it's supposed to resolved.
Good work.
Unless it's coming back.
Then appears once more behind Amelia.
Oh, well, I
don't
guess.
do that.
I mean, can't always
Do
get
that.
them right.
Amelia, make a Constitution saving throw.
I don't think I'm good at those.
You should be alright.
No, I'm good at those. Well, like, I should be.
That's right. You have like no armor.
No, I mean, but I look so cute.
Your max HP is reduced by 11.
Alright, well, that's fine. How do I fix that?
Oh, the hit was to my max HP, not to my. Okay.
Oh my god, what is simple math? It's 13. Jesus Christ.
Amelia.
Return the flag.
Wait, so earlier you reduced my max HP. You didn't do damage. So then my max HP is 5, not 9. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Wasted a healing spell.
A little eager there.
Eager McBeaver.
Beaver.
Bieber. Fleaber. Dude. Beaver. McBeaver. Rolling. Rolling.
1 second. I don't remember my spells. It's been a long time.
It's been a long time. Guiding moonlight.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna walk up to it and attack.
Fucking get it.
Get it.
Rosie.
Oh boy, a triple!
Jesus.
Oh,
Not a good night for rolling.
Where's the advantage button?
dude. Fuck. It's
Oh, great.
I lived, but at what price?
Gerbo's the only one that will ever live. Well, Gerbo and Gurks.
Oh no. Shit.
You just killed yourself. What the fuck?
Rick, what the hell?
Holy fuck.
I know it's been like a rough week.
It was good destiny for rolling to go down at some point here.
Wait, what's your life right now? Max life?
5.
5.
Okay.
How do I have 20 hit points?
You guys are level 2.
Oh.
They should actually be level 3.
Oh
In
my
fact,
god.
we had the whole discussion about which class or thing they were going to choose.
Holy
I guess we'll level you up to 3 after this encounter if you survive.
Yay.
That's fucking nuts. Sorry, Phoenix.
Okay. Rebecca.
Okay.
So what the fuck now, Rebecca?
Yeah, dude. Let me.
What are you gonna do with all that junk inside your trunk?
Okay. Let's cash. I could talk first and then try to. I'm gonna use Awaken Mind to say to it, "Hey, stop that!" And then I'm gonna cast Tosta's hideous laughter on it. Which
Tasha's hideous.
I don't have. Although replace Tasha with whatever the patient's name is.
Tasha Yar's hideous laughter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lieutenant Yar.
You speak into its mind and you call out the conjuration of the enchantment spell that you have from your patron. And it just doesn't seem to phase the ghost whatsoever.
No. Oh, is it less than 4 intelligence?
Actually, let me double check one thing real quick.
Owned
Yeah.
him. That killed him in one shot.
Let's see.
If it's less than 4 intelligence, it's just not affected.
Creature by you take turn to save yourselves. Let's see, prone, restrained, unconscious. Doesn't say anything about incapacitated. Huh. Well, never mind. I guess it does have an effect, potentially.
Okay. Weird.
Let's see.
So it has greater than 4 intelligence.
Okay, well, it doesn't affect it.
Okay.
Smart.
Dumb.
That's
Oh, I only have
smart.
1 slot. Shit.
Damn, dude.
Amelia,
All right, all right.
You
I
got
feel bad.
you got a bad cold touch.
She didn't like that, but I've had hangovers worse than this. I mean, my thing is just punching, and I'm not drunk enough to try punching a ghost. I mean, yeah, she's gonna just kind of like get the fuck away from it. Like, she's noticed that talking doesn't work, it just phases through everything. Best to just give it some space. So she's gonna go ahead and try and grab Rowan and like kind of get Rebecca and Luromir and everyone like closer to the fire. Like, fire is a good place to be when she's cold, man. Never roll over by the fire and leave that guy over there.
All right, so you grab onto Roland
Yeah,
and you begin running off.
yeah. I can't do anything with the tablet that I have to like. There we go. I'm going over to the fire.
Okay. You pull Roland towards the fire, and as you guys get over there, Ghost doesn't seem to like make any actual attack against you or anything. It just seems to like kind of float where it was standing still.
Good.
Luromir.
I go over to Roland and I kind of look down at him again and I try to make better on my previous failure at being a medicine expert.
Medicine man.
And then I see if I can stabilize him.
Okay.
Okay. So.
All right, with a roll of 17. You kind of bandage up his wound that was self-inflicted. And you know that he's no longer dying, but he's going to be unconscious for a while.
I would say, not yet, half-breed, not yet. As I rub his forehead, that's just been hit by a mace of his own.
That's your medicine.
Yeah. Just, not yet. Ooh. Ooh. Do you want another beer?
Yeah.
I'm a beer right back.
Okay, you take damage.
What? I thought I had protection against good and evil.
That's right.
Get owned.
You don't take damage. The ghost kind of like floats up behind you and reaches out its hand, but seems to be put off guard by your like protection as like hand splits and kind of like becomes a incomprehensible mess of the silhouette, and then it kind of like pulls away and forms back into a hand shape.
Luromir looks at the ghost when it does this and kind of just like does a DreamWorks face at it. and it kind of does like it's like that was something a cool person would do, right? Like it's cool.
I like the idea of his god, like the ghost reaches to touch him and his god just slaps the hand.
Nope.
No. Be right back.
All right, Roland's unconscious.
You want to finish?
Rebecca.
Oh, this is true.
That's yours.
Sweet.
Okay. Rebecca will move here
Mm-hmm.
and use the cantrip Sword Burst. You see a sweeping shadows of blades erupt from around her, and I think it's a dex save that they have to make. Oh, I should just hit the button.
Yeah, dexterity saving throw. Oh, you do your damage.
Okay.
I'm going to the bathroom.
1d6. Right. Where's the button? All right, 4 damage, force damage. I don't know what that.
Yep. Taking 4 force damage. The form of the ghost from your like spectral blade that suddenly shoot out around you seems to like chop up for a bit, and it like loses part of it. It's like one of its hands is missing a few fingers now, basically.
Okay.
Damn, Bex, get it.
It seems to take notice of you.
Huh?
It seems to take notice of you.
Oh no.
Alright.
But like less notice than the guy that just like burned up. It's
Let's see.
All right, Amelia, you stand next to the fire with Roland.
She's definitely like, kind of rubbing her arms because she feels very cold. I am seeing I can't do some kind of like. Is there some kind of check I can do? I mean, obviously it's a ghost, but like she's racking her mind right now of like, okay, what do I know about ghosts and what do I know about like banishing them?
Make an Arcana check.
Is that an Arcana check? You also sound very muffled all of a sudden.
That's weird.
A little better now. You're like a little more clear.
Let's see. With an 11. You know that
what?
with some experience with reading about ghosts or hearing about ghosts, you have heard that people have used mundane objects to repel ghosts. That's just not usually the most effective way to do it.
God, fuck! All my stuff is so cool. I don't have anything mundane.
There's nothing mundane about Amelia.
All right, let me rephrase. Non-magical.
She starts like looking through her pockets, but it's just a bunch of like trash and old food. She's like, fuck.
If only there were a fire right next to her.
That's not a mundane object. That's a fire.
It's hella interesting, yo.
And she doesn't know how to banish it. She just knows that it can be used to banish it. I guess
Get out of here.
What do we
Let's
have
see
to
if banish it.
Yeah. Rebecca, do you guys know anything about banishing ghosts using mundane items?
Luramir uses the face on his pog, and he kind of strokes his chin and thinks about this. Since he's in no actual danger because the ghost can't touch him, he just kind of takes the time to like just figure it out. He looks in his
So do you just take a dodge action, Amelia?
She's gonna take a dodge action and she's gonna take a defensive action to guard Roland because he's passed out on the ground. So she kind of behind the fire and next to the little dwarf guy, the little halfling guy, just keeps him near the fire so he's nice and warm and also not dead.
Okay.
Oh, and she gently kicks him onto his stomach. So if he throws up, he's to death.
So he just drowns into the puddle of his vomit.
Yeah. Well, look, man. There are 2 ways to go.
It's on his side, by the way. It's on his side.
Oh, on his side. Look.
He'll suffocate if he's on his face.
Well, she doesn't know that. It's medieval times.
Choke on a vomit or suffocate?
And she likes the choice where she kicks somebody a little bit. She kicks him on his side then.
Okay. All right, Luramir.
So Luramir tries to recall knowledge that he has read in various tomes in his study about ghosts and how to get rid of them.
Okay, Arcana.
That's the name of one of the books.
Ghosts and how to get rid of them. Oh my god, that's fucking that's fucking amazing. Oh my god, thank you.
So you know in your studies that there are like certain like consecration rituals and stuff that can be done to banish ghosts. As far as being effective, as far as being effective of fighting them, weaponry, as you know, against ghosts does disrupt their form, which can, in fact, destroy them. It's just much less effective if it's from a non-magical weapon. You know that they're pretty much immune to like any kind of like
physical attack.
Most kind of spells. They're not immune to attack, but they're immune to most kind of physical attacks. They're immune to necrotic damage, and they're immune to any kind of poisons because, I mean, they're ghosts.
They ain't got veins to be poisoned.
Generally speaking, if a ghost is malevolent enough to be attacking you, it probably has some purpose for doing so, whether it's like some kind of like self-preservation of some sort, or it was told to. But for most part, for ghosts like these, I mean, the brute force will do it in a pinch, but it's definitely not the best option.
Sure. Did I read anything about like sussing out like a motive based on its actions, or would that be something like I'd have to do like perception or insight for?
Go ahead and make an insight check.
But oh shit.
You got no clue what's going on with the ghost or why it's doing what it's doing.
That's very Luramir, I'd say. I'm not gonna use my inspiration for that.
Okay.
Dude, that hat's so fucking good.
I'll say that you still have an action.
Oh, I do?
Yes.
So okay. Let's see, do I have so my weapons are a quarterstaff, a dagger. It's not enchanted in any way. I don't have the ability to enchant weapons, do I? No, probably not. No, not at this point.
I didn't get that number yet.
No, you're right. I didn't get that number yet.
Well, you do have spells.
I do have spells. You said that that it's not like certain spells aren't effective against it.
Necrotic in particular is no good.
Would is Eldritch Blast necrotic, or is
Nope,
it just
force damage?
Okay, well I cast or hold on, Hellish Rebuke. What's that? Is that would that be
Fire.
Huh.
It's fire.
have
It's
to
when you
take
take damage.
Okay. It's only if I take damage, gotcha.
All right.
Fury Fire.
It might just be attack, actually.
Roll against
Hellish Rebuke, I can use
Actually,
a reaction.
Can I see the description there? I'll look it up.
each
Oh, sure. Be on reaction.
I'll use Fury
Okay.
Fire on it
Okay.
because that'll also make it visible, right? Like you can
Well, it's
see
already
it, says
visible.
stuff.
It's kind of hard to see.
Yeah. So I use Fury Fire.
Can you click the spell?
I just did. I guess it did that.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's weird.
Hell of a
I'll try it again.
That's a tad strange. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Well, I guess that's that. Let's see here.
Let me try to look it up on the compendium.
I see some ones and zeros.
It's each object within a 20-foot cube. Dexterity savings or else things get a. I guess you could position it to not hit anyone else. So let's see. Except for that hole.
Right.
Yep, caught off guard by your point blank fairy fire. What color glow?
He goes for a like a bright blue, like soul magic kind of look.
Oops.
So it's like a bright blue kind of like magic look.
Like the U.S. cover of Dark Souls.
Yes.
Like that.
Yeah. Yes, like that. Exactly like that.
Okay. The ghost begins glowing bright blue, and everyone can see its outlines. By the light kind of forming its features a bit more, you can actually see what appears to be another halfling floating in midair. This one seems to be a halfling man with a weird haircut.
Fucking David.
That's not his actual hair, though.
It's not, but it's very good.
And thank you so
Very
much
good.
for birthing that baby for us to enjoy.
That's very fucking good. I like it a lot.
The like MS Paint instructions is even better.
Yeah.
All right.
Very good.
A quick question, real quick.
Looks like he's wearing like a sparring gear,
Yeah.
like brown sparring gear. Like he's like I take taekwondo. I'm ready.
All right, Nika, I've got bad news for you, but I'll give you the choice.
Okay.
So either you can keep the fairy fire and you know it hits, but you have to give up your protection versus good or evil because both are concentration spells.
Oh, I see.
Yummy.
I'll let you have a guaranteed hit, but you'd have to give it up.
And if the other option would be
Keep your protection versus good and evil.
and then use something else.
Well, yeah, I'll allow that. Just because you weren't clear on that and you're new to the character and new to the spell, so I'll let you do them all again.
Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. So yeah, I'll instead of that then I will use Eldritch Blast on him.
Okay. Just point blank.
Yeah, let me go ahead and roll that boy there. Does that come up okay? Nope.
No,
Okay.
no, you're stuff to the reckon.
All right, I gotta fucking redo this.
That is weird. That is very strange.
Okay.
No, that worked for me.
It's not on my spell page. It's on my character sheet, like core page.
13's a hit.
Tight. All right. It looks the same. It's like a bolt of bright blue light.
Okay. This time it doesn't stick.
Yeah.
For 10 force damage. Yeah, a ghostly form of the creature seems to like blast apart. There's it's only like you can see like parts of its head, parts of its torso, but there's just a big hole where the rest of its body was, and like one of its arms kind of like floating.
Damn.
No.
Oh man.
It retaliates.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
Oh damn! With disadvantage, still hits. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Me?
Yep.
Is it only for one turn that I get the protection?
Nope, you get it
Yeah,
per. It
still
just gives a disadvantage on its attacks against you.
Gotcha. Okay,
But
so
You rolled a
Constitution saving
19
throw.
and a 22.
Constitution saving throw. Let's see. Come on. There we go.
15.
You take 16 damage, but does not detract from your max HP.
Fuck me, dude. I have 4 health.
Right.
This thing's fucking the worst.
Roland is unconscious. Rebecca.
Uh,
Thanks for coming tonight, Phoenix.
I love you so much, Phoenix.
I'm so sorry.
We might all die. So that's if there's any consolation.
If
It's
Phoenix
like,
gets this, I will kill myself in solidarity.
no, I like that.
I'm sorry. Solidarity.
Rebecca.
Yeah.
He's looking up 5e simple weapons.
Sorry, I just wanted to see real quick. Something.
I feel like you would use a spear or
a mace or a quarterstaff.
or a sickle. Actually, lizard people uses sickles. Right?
Yeah, you know, I want to challenge your expectations.
Okay.
Um.
I'm just trying to speed the process up.
Yeah. Okay. No, it's. I'm gonna say light hammer, but it's just my shovel.
Okay.
Yeah. So I want to swing down
my shovel
down onto this, through this ghost.
Ah, yes, the shovel of striking.
Which, let me.
Quite good.
That's even worse damage than my cantrip.
Yay!
Yay!
If you hit with the shovel, you will
Great.
get.
You can also just use the cantrip again if you want.
Yeah, but I want
You
to
dig
do
your own
a different
grave with
thing.
that shovel.
Sure. Chase your bliss. You got to actually make an attack roll, though. You don't.
Okay. Oh, and that would be a strength, wouldn't it?
You must roll attack.
So which 20 minus 2.
Oh, your majesty, roll attack.
Even if you hit that 0 damage.
Yeah, right. Oh god.
Rebecca's just not very strong.
Well, she's
No, she's a little kobold.
Wait, your strength's -2?
Yeah.
Yeah, but my deck.
Why were you gonna play him?
You hit, but to no effect.
You
I hit the ground though.
You got shreked.
You swing you swing your shovel with all your little kobold might that you can muster, and it like goes through where the ghost is, but like it doesn't seem to phase it at all. Just kind of like clumps on the ground. Doesn't really like dig much at all. It just kind of like gets stuck in the ground a little bit.
Dang it. I mean, yeah, that's what I do.
Okay.
So only an enchanted item can like hurt it. Like if I took a big old swing with my regular ass sword, it would be like I don't care. It would have to be.
So it can still disrupt its
Magical
form.
When I said Monday weapons,
That's not
it's
like
all magical.
Okay, so so if it was magical, it wouldn't work.
If it was magical, better.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I'm asking. Why didn't you guys just yes and no? Okay. She's kind of looking at it. Is there anything like around me that I can use to just like? There's some magic dirt that I can rub on the sword. Can I use some of this
Magic dirt.
Some of the magic bong water?
Oh, yes, use the magic dirt of Korodai.
I'm serious. I'm looking for something around me, but I assume there's nothing. There's really like pouches of magic powder.
Oh,
Doing
yes, I
Amelia.
see.
Make an Arcana check.
I'm not. Well, I guess my first one wasn't that bad.
Legend of Zelda.
Oh,
Right.
magic powder.
You look at yourself frantically for any kind of magical implement that you might be able to affect to it. Alas, you see no such thing around you.
Not even that treasure chest over there.
That'll lose your age to treasure chest.
The bong.
What about the treasure chest? MSP treasure chest.
You figure that the wizard's bong is probably magical, but you don't want to break it, and it's a little too big to swing.
You're right. She's sitting there like, I don't want to break that. That's
It's
gotta
like
stay.
trying to
All
lift a giant glass.
Wait, maybe just like
tub.
take like a ton of rips and the ghost will get high.
Well, no, like she makes the ghost hit the bong instead of the other way around.
You have a 1 in 6 trillion chance of the ghost getting high.
Yeah, nice.
To affect ghost.
I mean, the best situation, because you said that it's only happening if the ghost is super pissed or if someone's controlling it.
Someone's controlling it. Probably the lich.
Well, I mean, how far away can someone control a ghost up to? Like, could he be sitting at his house right now, just fucking with him?
Depends on the person, right?
I don't know if you really know that information.
Well, can I use my 21 Arcana check to know that information?
Sure. While you're looking around frantically for any kind of like magical implement, you think about like what you also know about ghosts, kind of going through what you were supposed to learn in class, when you're too busy like carving into the desk. And you know that.
So cool, but come on.
I mean, if a ghost is under control, it can travel as far as its like controller or the necromancer or whoever made the ghost needs it to. So it can literally come from anywhere. I mean, it takes some travel time, obviously, but
could it also be bound to an area?
Potentially, yeah.
Okay. So for sure.
What?
Damn, you're hella laggy. She's frozen too.
Feel a little waggy.
You're frozen, Slug.
Yep, she's just frozen there.
No. Technological differences. We're experiencing
Kind of on side. Voice roll with perhaps we should
What was that?
banded.
try to pick up. We'll also try to pick up the halfling and just kind of be like, okay, I think we should actually like get out of here. This is a pretty good sign.
Just want to get out of here.
I'm pretty sure we chose a haunted camping spot, and that happens sometimes. But I think we're not doing well against this, and I think we should just mosey on along.
Do you think it was that mysterious that came out of the mysterious hole over there?
Mysterious hole.
Okay, so what's your action, Amelia?
To pick up Roland and pick up the halfling, because he's passed out too, right? He's pretty fucked.
Make an athletics check.
Oh, please,
Damn,
God.
you gotta be buff as hell.
Oh,
Dude.
maybe combine the two halflings.
She can carry one drunk man. So she
Combine the two halflings.
You carry one for sure. Carrying two is more of a feat of strength.
Who's the other halfling?
The ghost.
Yeah, pick up the ghost.
Yeah, combine the two. No, like throw
Like,
the ghost.
Yeah. Or just give the halfling to him, so we
You
don't.
can pick up one, or you can pick up the halfling. You can't pick up both.
Well, can I use my inspiration to try rolling again?
Sure.
I want to waste it early on.
I mean, it's 10 p.m. already. I don't think it's early on. Unfortunately, it did not help the situation. You can pick up Roland, or you can pick up the halfling.
Just gonna keep rolling.
Okay.
This will be. It came out of him. Like it started with him. So I mean, you know.
Mhm.
Also, who the fuck is that guy?
Throw the halfling in the fire.
He doesn't even go here.
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
So she's hoisted him. She's kind of looking out, like at the tree line to make sure there are more ghosts waiting to ambush them. And she's like, "You guys, I think we should go."
Ghosts hiding in the bushes.
You never know.
I mean, how would that suck though?
Like it's a Halloween decoration, yeah.
Well, I mean, also like in the Yolando ruins.
Yeah.
The little heads poking up.
Stop it! Don't be scary.
Sounds like a ghost giving a thumbs up.
Ooh.
They just want to give you a hug.
Yeah.
A really long hug.
Yeah.
Oh, I can for the
You still have your move action, Amelia.
you do not need
She's moving in the way. She's like kind of, you know, I don't know what the best direction to move in is.
Well, you got 30 feet of movement, so
The ghost. Oh, the ghost weapon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can just hit them without using.
That's
the
cool
curse.
because it's cursed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
But your shield doesn't work.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I
I don't use shields anyway.
don't know which direction we were coming
Do a
from. Does
lot.
anybody
It's-
remember where we're supposed to go?
But I got
the direction you were heading,
It's a BB.
technically,
Yeah,
I would say this is going south. So you're heading in the direction you're already heading before you sat down for the evening.
Okay, then yeah, she's
So I
gonna
like
start
using two-hand weapons.
direction, like as if like, you know, it's morning and we're
Like,
heading off.
it's out of reach.
She's just gonna start walking that way, and she's just like, "Come on, Rebecca, keep up."
Okay.
Me too.
Oh, you're just bucking it.
Bye.
Damn.
Could you turn down the music a little bit?
Yep.
Oh no, not again.
Anyways,
The fuck was that bump in the night?
All right, so Amelia, you pick up Roland. You're like, all right, all right, lads, let's get out of here, and you start heading south. Luramir.
Tally ho, lads. I am fucking not trying to die here, ladies and gentlemen.
Sounds like a good plan.
I'm going to run. I'm going to run with the group.
Okay, so you disengage and run.
Yes. And as I go, I say, Rebecca, follow us.
All right,
Leave the halfling.
Oh, no.
Rebecca, the ghost just kind of like sits there. It doesn't seem to attack you or do anything else, but it is just sitting there. What do you do?
I want to try talking to it one more time.
Yeah, Rebecca.
Well, while you're walking away. Rebecca, don't be a fool.
I'll like disengage and like slowly walk away from it. But like, so like sending a direct message, it's like, is there a grievance that we can help you with, or are you just under someone's thrall?
It's like foot just starts kind of like floating around, still kind of blasted apart from the Eldritch Blast, but it doesn't seem to be making any noise. It doesn't seem to be gesturing or anything like that. It just seems to be kind of floating there translucently, and just even though you can't see any eyes, it feels like it's just looking at you right now.
I mean, good. I mean, I am talking to it. It'd be rude otherwise.
Yeah, that doesn't seem to be answering you in any meaningful way.
Okay. No. Okay.
Rebecca, some people are just like that. They'll learn to move on. Let them do it.
Is this your halfling?
It is now. Let's keep going.
All right. Or if I can go that far.
When we make our way back, and you can talk to him then.
I don't think he's gonna be okay.
Well, no, he's a ghost, Rebecca, so he's not okay. But I mean, that's okay.
I'm worried about them.
I don't think you should be worried about the ghosts. Nothing worse can happen to him.
Well, and the other halfling?
Oh, don't think about that.
Dude.
We should go back.
It's a hard enough life.
Well, it's Amelia's turn.
Yeah, and Amelia's moving on forward. She's keeping at it. She's keeping on. She's going to be walking until it's either daytime or until someone...
All right. Amelia retreats. Luramir?
Yeah, fucking out of here.
Luramir follows.
Luramir retreats. Roland is going with Amelia because he's unconscious. Rebecca, you can either be left behind by your allies or...
but not dying.
Yeah, Amelia retreats.
Yeah, she does.
Oh, yeah, Amelia does.
Oh, sorry. I'm
Rebecca.
I like that character. Rebecca says one last time to us, like, we'll come back for you. to the ghost.
Initiative is resolved then.
Yay.
We shouldn't have stayed in the ghost place. It's a bad idea.
Oh yeah, that's definitely the ghost didn't come to us.
We shouldn't have stayed in his campsite. The ghost's campsite.
Yeah. Oh, we
pack your bags and move.
Get away from my hole.
Hey, somebody left behind some bones, a bong, like
a hole in a treasure chest.
A hole in a treasure chest.
Like behind
a ripped up
a bag of magic
and a stomp.
Magic bag.
What does that say?
A bag of magic beans.
A badge of magic.
A badge?
It was going to be a bag of magic Taco Bell, but I got it.
A bag of magic Taco Bell.
I forgot what
fucking D&D.
No D&D session is without it.
Oh, gosh, Roland sure is sleepy.
Yeah.
Oh, I got hit pretty hard.
Yeah. So it's still pretty late at night. Y'all are feeling pretty awful after all that whole encounter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was distressing.
So Luramir
I didn't take any damage, but oof, that was a bummer.
finds somewhere to sit, and like he hasn't been close to death in a long time, so he kind of just like sits down and like thinks about it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. It's like, man, that was almost as bad as that one time in the mirror.
Yeah.
I would love if like they could just keep bringing that up. Like whoever's more upset, like no, it reminds me of Back in the Mirror.
Remember that mirror?
Mirror.
Remember that fucking mirror shit?
Yes, I obviously remember.
You guys developed a mirror phobia.
Yeah.
Your reflection is like, ah.
Oh yes, you've encountered the enchanted mirror of Gilgamesh.
Fucking love mirrors, and they love me.
Garugamesh.
Garugamesh.
You've encountered the enchanted reflecting glass of Garugamesh.
Reversifying glass.
The reversifying effect of the glass
Oh,
undoes
yes.
any ailment.
Just watching you guys now. So
What a duo.
What a dynamic duo.
you've left your halfling companion to his fate and escaped the ghost attack.
I mean, I think he's gonna be fine. The ghost was just floating around at the end. He wasn't even doing anything.
Yeah, we did hella just leave the dude there. We just fucking left him there.
I mean,
Dragged him back to this like hell world and like
Fuck.
left him.
Amelia didn't even like listen to my suggestion.
What was your suggestion?
Combine the two halflings.
Okay, well, like no, they're too heavy.
Two halflings.
Two halflings don't make a right, okay?
A half, calling a half elf a halfling. Half
Right.
something.
Oh, that's pretty good. Were they not both halflings? The ghost and the
Oh right. Well, I guess the ghost, but
yeah, that's what I was meant by halfling.
okay.
By combining them.
I thought you were talking about combining Roland and the halfling, so you could.
I was saying put the unconscious halfling inside of the ghost halfling.
Oh, that was a good. I feel like that would be counterproductive.
It's a fucking Zelda puzzle, dude.
You gotta put a halfling into that halfling-shaped hole.
Da, 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 da.
Anyways, still nighttime. That's some really cute art. I love Rebecca with her two daggers.
She's precious.
Oh. Oh,
That's amazing.
this is fantastic.
Cute little Rebecca.
Ew.
I love that Luramir too. That's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like to picture him with like really greasy hair.
yeah.
Yeah, he probably doesn't
Probably doesn't really wash it.
wash all that much. Yeah.
I didn't really realize. I bet it's beautiful if you would.
Elven hair does not need to be washed like human hair does.
She doesn't even like stab anything with him. She's just like, look, I got 2 daggers.
I gotta tell you, it's pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Watch where you're pointing those.
I thought a man with 2 wives would be happy. Oh no, you're thinking of a man with 2 wives or 9.
Knives. Oh yeah. Simpsons did it.
The Nords are quite the rabble. The Ultimate know exactly.
I love it. I have a shovel and a 2x4.
So yeah, it's still dead of the night. Still like pitch black outside. The only one that can really not see outside of torchlight right now is Amelia, I believe.
She has big dick energy, and that leads her where she needs to go.
But you're cold, you feel awful, and it's really late still.
Yeah, I do really feel really bad about that whole thing.
Do I have any supplies in my pack that would help me go to sleep?
I guess you just kind of like left your bed and everything too, huh?
We left her like she didn't have anything on the ground, so she was so ready to just like stand up and leave.
Fuck.
Like if you guys have never had to like bounce from a party or a situation immediately, like,
You lost your tent. You lost your bedrolls.
Well, we can go back in the morning.
It's true. We can go back in the daytime.
The ghosts don't come out in the daytime.
And ghosts can't walk like 30 feet.
Like start a campfire like right here. Like, can't we put like salt in a circle or something, and the ghost can't cross it? Like underneath, they're not
Exactly 30 feet.
You probably read something about that. Yeah.
Wait, but what if it was just like if I salt flavor the ground
Yeah.
with prestidigitation?
That's probably the same thing.
Don't say it like that, because if we do it and then you kill us in our sleep, like, that's not cool.
Like
A
in
dick move.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it works, but I'm also gonna not say it does not work.
Well, it's not.
It should not work. Can I put a kettle on? Oh no, I'd have to start a fire. Sounds like a whole thing. You guys probably all need rest. I can take watch.
yeah, Luramir wants to go to bed, but he's having trouble sleeping.
We're farther away than what's currently shown on the board.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
hope so.
you guys like retreated for a while before you're ready to come down again. Like you're probably like maybe a mile away even.
It's just gonna, like, I have a feeling that it's just gonna be like slowly following us. So we're gonna, and the time it takes for us to all calm down and fall asleep, it's gonna be back.
So do you want to continue traveling through the night for a while?
Not unless anybody has a way of keeping ghosts like away from you. Like I know there's got to be a way. Like the ghosts just can't go wherever they want. There's got to be ways to stop them, or else we would have all been killed by ghosts by now.
That's what Ghost Alex Jones wanted you to think.
Well, maybe we can just get the nerd over here to read from his book.
Luramir.
That's very rude, but also very true.
You know, typically that holy water can be used in a ritual to like help protect from evil spirits or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know that usually such a ritual though is blessed by a deity of some kind.
So I ask Malha. How do I pronounce her name? My patron.
Phoenix?
Malia.
Malia.
Thank you, Phoenix.
Thank you very much. I kind of ask her like, would it be possible for us to use holy water to protect our makeshift camp for now?
Undead aren't really my forte, but yeah, it'll probably work.
Yay!
All right. Hey guys, I'm gonna use this holy water here.
Yeah. Let's say that's your last bottle of holy water for now.
All right, I'll go buy some more later.
All
Buy
right.
some holy water.
Sprinkling the holy water in a pattern, encircling you guys. It's a pretty tight little circle, so you guys have to stay pretty close together. But you feel safe within it. It brings you some comfort for the night.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Then yeah, she's gonna use Ronan as a pillow and get nice and comfy.
Roland.
Ronan, whatever.
Ronan.
No, Roland is right. Yeah.
Her joke is that she gets everybody besides Rebecca's name wrong. She called you like
Also, Rebecca's name
something wrong,
made up.
and her name is made up, and that's why she gets it right.
Did it nice.
Do we know what's her kobold name?
Oh no, that's not a
Is
thing.
it like just like?
No, she didn't have a name as a kobold.
Oh,
That's why.
So she gave herself a name.
Yeah.
Doggy Ribs. Everybody else named her.
Doggy Ribs.
Well, she did, and then she didn't realize that like it was.
Oh, that's right. That's like taboo. That might not be a good name. Everybody's afraid of the doggy rib eater in the sewers. It's just cute little Rebecca. She really did eat all those dogs, though.
Yeah.
Luramir goes to sleep.
Yeah.
So good.
Amelia goes to sleep as well. She's like, fuck this. Hopefully I feel better in the morning. She pops like a medieval Advil. Goes to bed.
After an hour, Roland, you wake up again feeling, well, you probably got a pretty bad headache. After hitting yourself in the face with a mace.
Is my HP still 5?
Mace face.
Your max HP is still 5, yeah.
I guess Roland just wakes up all confused, wondering where the hell their camp is.
You currently have one. You currently have 1 HP.
Oh yeah.
Please do not disturb Amelia as you awake. Ew, gross. Don't do that either.
Yeah, you feel you as you wake up. You're like you're already in pain. Like your head is hurting, and also there's like a heavy weight on your back or chest.
Just your general body area.
Your butt.
He feels a sudden urge to take Amelia, but he doesn't know why. But he just realizes like they're in a completely different campsite than where they were originally.
And everyone is like pretty like laying down pretty close together. Is anyone still awake?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is anybody still on watch?
Rebecca's been just sitting
Okay.
and bored because her patrons.
Where the hell are we?
Straight up.
So there was a spooky ghost fella. I'm really worried about. We left the halflings back there. Anyway, we set up a smaller camp here with the tall one put some water around that's supposed to protect us from the aggressive halfling that was back there.
Well, that's excellent news. That tells us much about our future.
Yeah, you all didn't go so well, and we weren't able to work out anything with either of them really. I'm kind of not really. What are we doing out here?
Kind of lost all idea of what we're doing and what this all means.
Do you remember the original quest, Roland?
Yes.
Okay.
And this is in character, Rebecca asking.
We were supposed to stop Gisaz, remember? The
oh yeah, all that
the lich that is bringing up all the undead. I'm starting to begin. We're severely underqualified for this.
It seems like it. What did you tell the grumpy guy back at the? I don't know. Can we just go back to town?
Well, someone has to do something about this.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I just let the undead go freely like that? You saw what happened to us. What do you think is going to happen to the common folk?
Well, yeah, you're right. I thought it would be more like some bodies lumbering around and not like a guy that I couldn't touch.
Could you guys keep it down? I'm trying to sleep.
It's okay.
We'll talk about this in the morning.
All right, I'm gonna keep watch. Maybe I can get the boss man to talk to me.
All right, Roland's gonna try to fall asleep.
Nighty night.
Amelia like snores really loud for a second.
Don't like the ghost halfling.
She's like,
Roland tries to kind of like shimmy his shield between him and Amelia so that she's not, I don't know, pressing down on him.
I mean, she'll take it. She
No,
kinda,
he's putting it underneath her.
Underneath her?
Yes, like he's covering himself from Amelia so that she's not.
So you're not lying right on top of him.
Exactly.
No, that's fine. And she's kind of like using her jacket as a blankie. She's okay with this.
And Rebecca tucks her in and brushes the hair out of her face.
Oh, this is beautiful. This is like the best night's sleep she's had in years.
Yeah.
Sleeping on top of defenseless half elf.
Despite it being all cold,
Speculate.
the closeness of the party here and everybody's like body heat helps keep everyone at least a little warm together.
Amelia hasn't felt the touch of another in years.
That can't be.
No, that's not fucking true, dude.
But yeah, the night passes and everyone can go ahead and heal back to full.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Full or
Full.
I get my 1 slot back.
9 HP?
Yep.
Oh, look at that. My health is still full.
Foo.
I go back to 24, right? Like, that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Yay.
Also, you and Luramir should be level 3.
Yeah,
God, we're level 1.
Yeah, we're still level 1.
We started level 1.
That's strong.
It'll be fine.
Alright. So as soon as Roland wakes up, he's trying to recollect his thoughts of whatever he can actually remember from the night before.
Okay, what are you trying to remember?
He wants to know exactly what that thing was. If it was just ghosts or what kind of specter that thing was or what.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make your, I don't know, I guess it'd be an Arcana check.
Oh.
But I guess you would use your proficiency anyways because it has to do with undead and you're kind of an undead expert.
I'm proficient in Arcana anyway, so I guess that's...
Yeah, so proficient.
That's what there is to it, yeah.
You do recognize that that was definitely a specter. Very malevolent spirits. You know that they know all languages that they knew in life, but they can't speak.
So that was no regular ghost that we found last night.
I thought as much.
I mean,
And I hope nobody was trying to actually talk to him because specters are not known for really talking back to you.
I mean, but can they understand us?
Yes, that would be folly. I don't know why anyone would do that.
Yes, they seem to retain their knowledge from their living experiences, but they don't possess the ability to talk back.
Well, we can still communicate even without talking.
Well, they're not really much for communication. They tend to be more on the violent side, really, like most undead, but specters are definitely violent.
Obviously.
Well, that one obviously was, but it's still worth a shot.
Wouldn't hang out with this dude at all.
You know, specters don't tend to come from like chance. Usually specters are created by some kind of malevolent force.
You're forgetting that the reason we went on this quest is because there seems to be a leash raising the dead back to life. So this is, if we encounter this thing, it's not just because it happens to be on a stroll. Somebody actually brought it with ill intentions. It either came after us or it came after our halfling friend, which, realizing the time of the day, he might not be with us at all.
I mean, he's a pretty tough guy. Like, I've seen some tough guys. He look pretty tough.
He was half dead when we found him.
He was pretty
I'm
tough.
pretty sure he's full on dead now.
Well,
And hopefully not undead.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go back to camp and grab my bedroll because I'm not going to have another night like that. So I
was wondering how much stuff we actually left behind.
Go get my stuff. I will be right back. You
Great.
can join me if you'd like.
I'll grab my stuff. There is no time. Your sword is enough.
There's no time.
There's no time. Your sword is enough.
Elena was like,
we're off.
I feel bad for both
What's the
wrecking his tent and
Which
making
lich?
a ditch in the middle of the night.
Well,
So
regardless, we should respect her.
Sorry, what was that, Amelia?
she's going back. She's gonna like kind of guard the mirror while they go back and help them carry stuff back.
Oh, all I had was a blanket, not a bedroll or anything like
You
that.
want me to
You
give
know, the bedroll, you just have a
Good.
blanket.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just got a blanket with my priest bed. No bedroll.
Wait, one more time. Respect her.
Respect her.
Respect her.
respect? Respect her.
He was like, is the lich a girl? Then we
Well, I
should
said
respect her.
woman.
I
No,
don't know,
you
do we
said
have any
girl.
reason to believe? Do we have any reason to believe that the campsite is going to be safe in daytime?
So,
You know that specters are light sensitive.
Okay.
me too.
Well, if you guys have anything worth recovering, we should go to the back to camp. Just
I'm
don't expect
definitely
to see any. Don't expect to see any survivors.
Yeah, you guys make your way back to camp, 1 to 2 miles back. As you come across it, you see your abandoned belongings as well as the halfling still kind of like laying on the ground next to the log there.
Nice. Is he alive?
Looks fine.
You go to look over him. It looks like every bit of moisture has been drained from his body.
I told him he had to drink water.
Does it look like there was like a Capri Sun? Like,
Hey, I
bowl,
remember
like,
that.
where the straw was put in to go sipped all the which,
That's how Rurik died.
Hmm.
That's how
Oh
Rurik
yeah,
died?
I forgot that nobody else knows about Jessas. Just me and Davey.
Suck some dry. Yummy, yummy.
Just me and Davey know about Jessas.
Recipes.
It was
Me, Davey, Mega, Will, and Augustine. Yeah.
Well,
So 3 people that don't play with us anymore.
nice. Some halfling jerky.
Mega did want to play
What?
it at some point.
Is that cool? Is that
Omega?
cool?
Yeah.
Appling jerky? Oh, make it out of the yeah.
It's all dried out for us.
He's
Yeah.
always welcome to. I know it's a pain for him though.
He looks a little blue as well as has no liquid in his body no more. His desiccated.
Rebecca tugs on Amelia's cuff and is like, "Hey, is it bad taste to like make some halfling jerky? I don't know the
I don't know. I've never had it.
I can think of at least 2 reasons, maybe more, of why you shouldn't. One of them being respect, and the other one being possible poisoning.
Oh, okay. So we should like, okay. I just figured it was all dehydrated already. It would be a waste.
No, and he's right, but at the same time, like we don't need to be eating such salty snacks on this trip.
Okay.
I'm just saying,
Savory halfling snack.
and yeah, we shouldn't do that.
What do I have on my?
I'm not sure, but that
That about
but, like, normally it'd be cool, right? It's fine, like socially.
No.
I recognize the deity of this guy earlier, right? Yandala.
Yeah, Andala.
Yandala. Do I know anything about their rites of passing to the other side
He's spurting an awful
that I want
lot
to
be
respect?
dried out.
Maybe
He's still leaking fluids, guys. Put a
before I
cork in
just
there,
decide to burn. Before I just decide to burn his body.
cork it up. Stuff a little tissue in there.
What do they do with their death?
I don't know.
They
You
probably
better
put him
quit
out to sea,
bleeding.
right?
So why don't you come up with a halfling burial
Get the shovel out.
halfling burial rites? What do they do?
You rip a fat bung.
I feel like I'm gonna.
Luramir looks up.
Well, I feel like because of the cause of death, I might just ignore any actual rites and kind of just burn the body but first grabbing any identification, any talismans, anything like that identifies him in his order.
Oh, Amelia helps him search. His body's identification. This isn't identification. This is a sack full of money.
On the sigil of Yandala before.
Yeah, that's what I recognized earlier. So I guess if anything that's, I don't know, pocket size, like a talisman or anything like that, I'll go for that. And
There's the same the same symbol that you found before. Like it's like a little token.
Never.
You also find what appears to be a dagger.
Did we ever get his name? I don't think we did.
I don't think you ever
We're
did.
not good at asking names in this group.
God, we're really good.
Yeah, I'll just grab the dagger and the talisman and start setting up like a fire around them.
Hmm.
Oh, Rebecca, this will be fun. We can't eat them, but burning bodies can be a great celebration, a great ending.
Yeah,
Well, you already saw what one halfling did to us last night. Do you want a second one?
Yeah, and it's got the whole aromatic. It's like you know, yeah.
Dog drifts, you're not supposed to enjoy it. You're supposed to mourn.
Well,
Oh,
I mean, it doesn't have to be like
yeah.
sad. I didn't know it.
I mean, he's dead already. What is? He doesn't care.
It's
Yeah.
true. He is dead.
We want him to stay that way.
All right.
It's true. We wanted to stay that way, so we're all going to band together and burn this body.
We're gonna respect.
Right.
It just seems kind of wasteful.
We're gonna respectfully burn this body.
I'm just saying it seems wasteful.
So I looked up the burial, right? I don't know if someone already did that.
Hmm.
I did not.
Okay, so I looked up like my if I have any knowledge of like halfling burial rituals,
Mhm.
or, like funeral rites or whatever.
Oh, that's actually on Reddit about halfling burial rituals.
I was already looking at that. Yeah.
Do I make either roll?
Make a religion check.
Make another one because I already made one.
Oh, you did? Okay.
You did history and religion.
Oh, I see.
In case one of those would be applicable.
I mean, typically
I
they,
mean, they're the same modifiers. So that's
yeah, typically they bury the dead.
Okay, so
Usually it's like a family mound.
gotcha.
Yeah.
It's a John Doe, though. We
Well,
don't know families.
according to my knowledge of the halfling traditions, it seems that they bury their dead. So we should just bury him.
Is he already on the pyre?
Do you intend on cooking the halfling?
Well, I mean, not for consumption.
Cremating.
I'm gonna tell you guys this again. We're not eating him. All right.
I don't see that. Like you eat cows.
You have a shovel, do you not, lizard? Bury the halfling.
You eat pigs.
Not when
Doggy
they've been attacked by specters and liches.
All right,
Yeah.
well, if we run into a ghost pig. Okay.
Bury him. Use your shovel and dig a hole and bury him.
We should burn him. We should burn him.
All right,
Hey.
let's burn him and then bury him.
All right.
All right.
That works for me.
All right.
We're still doing the thing. All right. I hand a shovel to Amelia to dig a hole.
Your shovel?
Yeah, my shovel.
He's gonna.
Is it like comically small?
What if you get like a critical fail against the dirt?
I mean, if you just want to dig a hole, you can just dig a hole.
All right, I'm gonna dig a hole then.
Okay. Take some time.
Dig a hole, but like Amelia's kind of watching, and she's like, "Jesus!" All right. She takes off her jacket and she like helps.
It's like the
No,
Matrix.
she digs a hole and then she's too deep.
And she can't get out.
All for once, I'm not the short character.
All right. As you begin digging into the ground, you are pulling away at the dirt for a bit, and eventually you plink, you hit something.
Oh, is it the treasure chest? No, okay.
How close are we to the? What were we going to? Were we going to a graveyard? I forgot.
Kingswood.
What do I hit? What did I get?
You were hit. Let's see.
Another ghost.
Ooh,
This one is hard.
spooky music.
Find what appears to be
This one is hard.
a bracelet that seems to be in the ground for some reason.
No. Well,
It says for ghosts.
This one belonged to Worman Jenkinson. He
Uh,
was number one.
It's like
What?
it's a link to Davy's LinkedIn. Engraved on it. All right. Well, what's up with this bracelet? What does it look like?
Looking over the bracelet, it seems to be. I don't know, it's kind of strange. It has like what appears to be a purple gem with kind of like yellow lines going through it.
Okay.
Is it lit?
It appears to be on a copper band.
Appears to be lit.
I'm gonna put it in my bag.
Okay.
Unless, like, I found this bracelet. Do you know anything about it? I hold
Oh
it.
my gosh!
Is there anything else
In the
in
bracelet.
the hole?
Dropped
Like
the
excavated? Any remains, anything like that?
Looking around this hole in particular, you do see what appears to be buried here, like the remains of bones of like a hand.
Oh, just a hand?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put the bracelet on the hand.
Need a hand?
On
Well, it's like a bone. That's
Are we in a graveyard and we didn't notice?
also broken because you stabbed into it with your shovel.
Oh, right. Wait, the bracelet is or just the bones?
The bones.
Okay.
Rattle your bones. Rattle your
I want
bones.
to keep digging a little bit. See, is there a whole skeleton or just the hand?
Digging around that particular area, you do notice what appears to be like a bit more of a skeleton. It goes up to a few parts of what appear to be maybe ribs. There's a chunk of pelvic bone, and
How
what
tall?
appears to be is a chunk of skull. Seems to be the size of a halfling.
Gotcha.
I know.
I moved the dirt. I put the bracelet back.
Yes, please. Is anybody seeing this, or is it just Rebecca?
What's that?
Is anybody seeing this, or is it just Rebecca because she's in the hole?
Oh well, I held up the bracelet and I was like, "Hey, I found this."
Amelia's pretty interested in that. She actually walks over and she goes to like take it so she can examine it. Like, oh, let me see. That looks really neat. Let me see. Let me see that.
She put it back with the skeleton.
Oh, I'll hop down there and take a look for myself then.
Like gently put it back. Like all right, onto the like slid it up the arm, and then just like pat. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Put down the item and give it a gentle pat.
Amelia very respectfully and very gently kind of pick up the skeletal arm and kind of like look at like the bracelet on it, and then what can I roll to see if I can figure out anything about this bracelet, like its value, or if it like has any special meaning, or if it's just like a cool bracelet.
What do you want to roll?
What do I want to roll?
Yeah.
At 20.
So your choices are probably history or arcana.
History, because she doesn't really care if it's magical. It's more about like what
I don't know.
value to like meaning have.
Also, the other one you could do is religion.
Oh my god, no.
I guess.
Slug.
Well, yeah, she trips and she like stabs herself in the eye with the bracelet.
Critical fail.
No, she sounds like a robot.
It wasn't critical.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I turned into a fucking robot.
Yeah. Yeah, looking over the bracelet. Yeah, you're not sure. It's kind of pretty, although it's a bit dingy because it's been in the dirt.
Hacky.
It is like a copper band, so it's probably a little tacky looking.
Copper.
Yeah,
and
she kind of like
glass.
gently pats it just like Rebecca was
It's
doing.
not worthy of the Rothschild name.
We don't desecrate graves. That's very below.
It looks like a tack.
It's like a marble and some copper.
Yeah, it's like some brass put together, like somebody made it in their middle school jewelry class.
It was like he took it from his kid as like a
God.
remember
Yeah,
he was like, I'll be back someday, I'll wear this and think of you every day while I'm at war, son.
Fucking,
Why do we always take such dark turns?
it brought him bad luck, and so he died.
Amelia,
She's gonna leave it, and she's gonna try and hoist Rebecca out of the hole if she can't get out herself.
It's probably not that deep.
I can get out of it. Come on.
She's here for you if you cannot.
You know what? She's well aware that she can get out on her own, but still accepts the help.
Look at that cuddle puddle drawing. That's really good.
Oh. Fucking the learning is perfect.
I can roll it.
He was in that position the whole time he was second to Rebecca.
Not even.
That's all funny.
I love
Just him like curled up in a ball with like his knees up to his chest all night.
I will suggest against further desecrating the grave that it's most likely of the spectre that attacked us last night.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, can we like burn the bones, and that solves the problem?
Or like cut them out and spread them out. See what that does.
Burn the chicken bones. Throw them on the fire.
Yeah, what would happen if we spread the bones out really far, like miles apart?
Reveal your
We
face.
would waste a lot of time, Rebecca.
Yeah, but like, well, would it be what would happen?
we'd get tired.
When
Alright, I'm
we
gonna
see
write this
the
down.
when we see the bracelet, does it resemble anything that might have been on the person of the?
Is this something Davey will wear?
Yeah, it's a
Do y'all want to try to do some more identification stuff for this bracelet?
No, let's
I mean,
go.
it is good. He's seeing what it's worth. If he's like, "Oh, it's neat." Anyways,
Does it resemble anything that the ghost might have looked like it had on its person?
All
Should I do like a perception check on that one?
You only really ever saw the silhouette.
Okay, yeah, it wouldn't have worked anyway.
The skeleton size is definitely halfling size.
Yeah.
It's safe to assume then.
but there's no like engraving or anything. It's just a purple with yellow streaks.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any like major engraving or any like runes or anything.
And it's a rough or smooth stone.
The stone itself is smooth, but it's made the yellow lines going through it are like carved into it.
Okay. So that was deliberate and not just part of the glass making.
Right.
It's probably a religious thing. Let's leave it and keep going.
Sorry, I'm not too familiar with half-linked religious beliefs, so I will just leave things as they are.
Yeah, we should be burying them. They seem to be buried within their ancestral mounds. So it looks like this one's already buried here. We could bury this other halfling here with him.
We already got this hole.
Yeah, let's just bury the other one that's burning up and bury it in there.
Yeah. Oh, and should we burn these ones too? Does that do anything? How do ghosts work?
How do ghosts work?
I swear they have like schools dedicated to that. Like we can't just know how ghosts work. You have to like study that. They still don't know.
Well, I have to add that to my list of things to ask.
Yeah, man. Ghost is viable.
Whoa. What was that? What was that, Slug? Am I the only one who can hear Slug?
No, she's roboticizing for everybody.
Yeah, a robot.
Beep boop.
It wasn't that scary. It's like a fucking ghost robot.
I knew it. The secret of the Rothschild family wasn't a bastard daughter. It was a robot.
Bastard.
Yeah, that's what they hate me. I'm a bastard.
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 Probably don't even actually have the Rothschild name, but you use it anyways just to piss them off.
Yeah, like every single time, like there's like a huge bill coming back to the room. It's like, why didn't we just kill her when we had the chance?
She's too good at bar fighting now.
Why did we let her get so powerful?
Please stop praying for Grandpa.
We keep trying to we're trying to make it look like an accident in the bar, but she's become too good at fighting in them.
Who taught her to fight with those chairs? Who let her watch all those fucking Jackie Chan movies?
Who gave her a ladder?
Oh God! Who handed her this baby and gave her a ladder? It's over. It's over.
Oh man. All right, so you guys, I guess, set out to find a different location to bury him, or
No.
I'd say we bury him with the other one.
Yeah, they're friends.
all right,
I don't know if they were friends.
if they're meant to hold together and cover them both.
All halflings look the same.
One of them burned up, the other one is just bones.
Well, the other one's already a spectre, so I don't know if there's anything we can do about him right at this point. I think it's too late.
Oh, you can't like burn the bones and that like solves the problem.
I don't know.
Again, how do ghosts work?
You need some hot fire to burn some bones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do bones work? You just don't
Bones. How do they work?
know.
All right, so the halfling is buried into the hole with the remains of the skeleton.
Nice. Good.
So how close are we to our destination? Because there's already graves in here.
Oh, can we mark this with something?
It's already marked. Look, it says hole.
Yeah, we just write hole on the ground.
Lorimir also writes something there.
It's a hole-shaped hole.
Come on. Oh, okay. Okay. Diggy hole?
You
What?
better not. You better not.
Did it.
All right. All right, wise guy. So funny. God, so funny.
Oh,
You guys were still a couple of days away from the Kingswood.
Oh, okay. So this just happened to be a grave in our way.
It's just one of the events that happen along your trip.
It never
on.
ends. Right on.
We're down. We're going down the road here. Got all my stuff
You
back.
guys continue your journey towards the Kingswoods. But what lies in there? What is this tomb? Why were these specters attacking? Find out next time in Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh yeah, Dungeons and Dragons. I'm excited. That was a good one.
Yeah. Good getting back to it kind of game. Neil
Yeah.
had some ghosts.
It's good to get a warm up game. We've been
Had
playing
a-
a while.
Had an NPC die. All eventful session.
I feel like we sacrificed the NPC to save Phoenix's character. Like we never make that choice.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
I
I'd
made
rather
that
we didn't die. I'd rather someone else had to die.
Yeah, better an NPC than PCs, right?
Yeah. You get what a diggy hole is now?
yeah.
Right. I was also really hesitant because there was a caveat, which Phoenix, you probably saw that if you looked up Spectre, where if you get your max HP reduced to 0, you're just dead.
Yeah.
Which happened to Roland if we stuck with the original roll, not the hidden roll, which was the actual roll. So
Necrotic damage is a bitch.
yeah, I was.
I decided to not look at specters, but I do remember that thing about necrotic attacks.
It's
I forgot what.
it's not necrotic. It's just it's specters in particular. It's their attack.
Yeah, I know specters have that, and there's another undead thing that has it. I forget the name of the attack.
I think it's a wraith.
Yes,
Anyways,
those.
in the end, it wasn't. There was no actual retcon there outside of bringing back the original roll. So
Hmm.
you didn't actually have to die, and we didn't have to bend the rules to say that the ghosts don't actually kill you. Because I didn't want that to be the case. I just didn't realize. Whoops, that was bad. But hey, nobody had to die in the end, so hey, it's okay.
Yay.
People just got really close.
Yay.
It was before I even got to do anything. Wouldn't even have been my fault.
Hooray.
Yeah.
Bringing up
I'll be completely honest with you. I forgot that your character was only level 1. But hey, you got some experience for that encounter, so not for much longer.
Hey, that's how you